This is a true story. Two divers were searching the interior of a sunken boat when, suddenly, a body appeared, trying to drag them into the dark depths. Looking closer, they realized it wasn't a corpse site, was the only survivor of the accident. The story goes back 3 days earlier when a tugboat was caught in a storm and capsized due to massive waves. The sudden impact caused Harrison O'Keefe to lose consciousness. When he began to wake up, he realized seawater was flooding into the cabin. Outside, he could hear loud noises and shouting. Panicked, he rushed to see what was happening and found some crew members trying to open the door to escape. Unfortunately, due to the enormous pressure difference between the inside and the open ocean at night, the moment they opened the door, they were instantly swept away by the force of the water. Terrified, Harrison used his memory to swim toward the ship's storage room. There, he managed to grab a flashlight, but as he tried to leave, he discovered the door was jammed shut due to water pressure. Later, it was determined that the corridor outside was already completely flooded. With no options, he remained trapped in the storage room, waiting for rescue. With each passing minute, the air became scarcer. He realized that as the water level continued to rise, oxygen would soon run out. Thinking quickly, he forced the door open just enough to create a small gap. Once the water pressure equalized between the inside and outside, he took a deep breath and plunged into the icy water. In the darkness, using only the flashlight's beam, Harrison found the bodies of his colleague Jimmy and another crew member, Shan, both drowned. A wave of despair hit him, but his survival instinct was stronger. He kept swimming until he reached the captain's office, located at the top of the tugboat. With the boat flipped upside down, the room had formed a large air pocket where the oxygen concentration was higher due to water compression. This detail was crucial for his survival. Inside, Harrison improvised a platform using mattresses and planks to avoid hypothermia. To his surprise, he even found a bottle of soda, which helped him maintain his energy. 3 days later, he saw a light cutting through the darkness and realized the rescue team had finally arrived. He shouted for help, but the divers didn't hear him. With no other choice, he swam toward them. But even with all his effort, he couldn't catch up to the professional divers. Just as he was losing hope, he noticed one of them retrieving bodies from the water. Without hesitation, he swam over and grabbed onto him with all his strength. The diver, not expecting to find a living person, was completely terrified by the sudden touch. But after calming down, Harrison led him to the captain's office and told his story. After being rescued, he spent 2 days in a decompression chamber before finally being out of danger. The incident happened in 2013 off the coast of Nigeria, and Harrison was the only survivor of the shipwreck. Even after being saved, he frequently had nightmares about drowning. But over time, he realized the best way to overcome his fear was to face it. So, he decided to learn how to dive, and his instructor, the very same diver who rescued him,